From Chris TV, this is 6 News at 6.
Well, the Coast Guard hearing on this deadly barge explosion last October wraps up tomorrow. And today, we spoke with one witness to that tragedy.
I had no idea what I was looking at, and then the barge just exploded, right? And, I was looking right at it.
Now, thank you for joining us. That was Lonnie Roberts, who you just heard from. He was the mate aboard that tugboat pushing that barge in the early hours of October 20th. Now, that's when the barge was rocked by an explosion and caught fire just a few miles off the coast from Port Aransas. That blast left 2 crew members dead and caused a massive oil spill. The men killed were DeJour Vanderpool and Zach Johnson, whose body has never been found. Now, Lonnie Roberts had to relive that nightmare back on July 16th when he testified on the opening day of a Coast Guard hearing on the deadly incident. He spoke with our Jane Caffrey today about what he saw that night and how it still affects him to this day. And she joins us now with more on her exclusive interview. Jane.
Lee, Roberts hasn't been back on a Bouchard boat since that deadly blast. The deaths of his shipmates are burned into his memory. While reliving that tragedy is painful, Roberts hopes his testimony will save lives in the future. It was with some tears that Lonnie Roberts recounted what he saw the morning of October 20th.
The bow explode and the fireball.
Today, the only witness of the barge explosion again tells us what he saw.
Out of the corner of my eye, it was just something that caught my eye. I had no idea what I was looking at, and then the barge just exploded, right? And, I was looking right at it.
It happened in an instant, but Roberts immediately feared the worst for his crewmates on the bow, ZACHARIAH Jackson and DeJour Vanderpool.
I began calling Zach's name, asking him to answer me, asking if he was okay, and I was getting no response.
Last week, he told the same tale of terror before a panel of Coast Guard investigators.
Brought it all back to that day, and it was tough, especially in that setting, and then knowing the family was watching.
And as he described how the morning unfolded, many facts were difficult for family and friends of the victims to hear.
Myself, Zach's family had to hear about the flames that were present on deck before the explosion, and he probably had time to be very, very scared in his last moments.
As the hearing comes to a conclusion, Jackson's family hopes no other mariner has to go through what he did.
What I really want is, I guess, just the company in total just be safe. If the company continues to exist, they have to be held accountable for their actions.
It's the same reason Lonnie Roberts relived the nightmare that still haunts him.
We cannot forget the experience that those guys went through. We're trying to save other people's lives.
Bouchard Transportation tells us in a statement the company is profoundly saddened by the loss of the 2 crew members. They say they're examining this tragedy to prevent another like it from happening again. Lee?